What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dad Ventures at Home, where you can find all your funny cooking and cleaning videos. So today we're going to talk about 7 ways that I stay productive as a stay-at-home father of 5 kids. So first things first, I want to apologize if the audio is a little bit off, if it sounds kind of fuzzy or staticky. That's because it is dumping rain here, and I guess that's what happens when you live in the middle of the rainforest. So since 2020 and this pandemic and all the craziness that happened ever since, there's a lot more people at home, whether it's working from home.
Hey, can you guys see me?
Or having to be home because of loss of employment, or having to be home because your kids are now distance learning, so they need to be home. There's a lot more people at home now, and that means there's a lot more people who need to take care of their homes. I was a stay-at-home dad since well before this chaos of the pandemic took place. And I practiced certain habits and certain tricks that help me to stay productive at home, whether it's a routine for cooking and cleaning, being productive throughout the day, and just simple habits that I've always had and practiced throughout my life. And now I will share them with you.
Drum roll, please.
So one of my biggest tools that I employ is actually creating a routine. Sounds simple enough, right? But a lot of people create routines and they just kind of forget about it and they don't follow them. So the best thing you can do is create a repeatable routine based upon the needs of your house. So, for example, I clean my fridge every 3 weeks. Now, why would somebody need to clean their fridge every 3 weeks? Well, for one, we got 5 kids. We have 5 kids that are home 24/7 because of this pandemic. So that means they're in and out of the fridge all day long, dropping crumbs, juice, all that stuff. So I need to clean it often because of that. So you just need to be able to cater your routine to the needs of your particular situation. This is really easy to set up. You can do it however you want. You can do a big whiteboard calendar, you can do an Excel spreadsheet, or you can be like me and use your phone. I talked about this in my last video. The reason why I use my phone is because I can choose the frequency of which things happen. So here's an example. So I can just type in there, clean fridge, change the frequency to happen every 3 weeks, and then guess what? I'll clean the fridge, and then in 3 weeks, it will remind me. It'll say, hey, clean your fridge. Boom, knowledge. So the next tip is actually a little bit psychological. I'm sure a few of you guys seen the video that went viral a few years ago of the Navy SEAL saying to start off with making your bed. Now the reason why this is important, like he says in the video, is by completing that small task, you've already completed one thing. And by completing that one thing, you have a little small sense of accomplishment. And it's gonna make you wanna do more. That's something that I've done like throughout my whole life. Even before joining the military, I've always made my bed in the morning. Like the Navy SEAL says, it creates a psychological sense of accomplishment that's gonna wanna make you do more. So make your beds, or you're grounded. So the next tip is kind of common sense for a lot of people. Basically, the early bird gets the worm. So the sooner you start doing your tasking, the sooner you'll be done, and the sooner you're gonna get to relax. What I do in the morning, after I'm done washing up and all that good stuff, turn on the coffee, wake the kids up for school, then I'll enjoy my first cup of coffee, have some breakfast. After that, I'll start doing all my tasking for the day. The reason why I like to do it first thing in the morning is because just like anyone else, as time goes by, you get lazier and lazier and you don't want to do stuff. So get it done early before that laziness sets in and you just lose all motivation. Get up early, complete your work early, then relax. Also, the kids are in distance learning, so that means at some point they're going to need help with whatever assignments, whether it's how to complete a math problem or whatever the case may be. And normally that comes later on in the day. So if I'm done with all my tasking by lunch, then I should be good to go for the afternoon to give them a hand or to complete other tasking that I was planning on doing at some point. Tip number 4, find something that motivates you. For me, it's music. Whenever I got some music playing, puts me in a good mood, makes me want to do more. It's kind of equivalent to after you work out, having that endorphins that release, that puts you in a good mood. You actually want to do more because of it.
It's science.
So if you want to listen to some Taylor Swift, listen to some Taylor Swift. If you want to listen to country music, yes, I'll listen to country music every once in a while. Or if you want to put some island jams, whatever the case may be, whatever's going to get you in a better mood, to be more productive, let it jam out while you're doing your thing and shake it off. Right, so my next tip is simple. Stay on track. Sounds simple, right? It's not that simple. Some people just get distracted. They start cleaning one thing, then they see something else, and then boom.
Squirrel!
My wife is the same way. She'll start off maybe vacuuming or something like that, and next thing you know, she's wiping down the ceiling or whatever. Just kidding. She won't wipe down the ceiling. That's just weird. But I mean, she'll get distracted, and next thing you know, she's on a whole different task. So whatever you set in your routine is what you should be doing for that day. Once you start getting sidetracked, you're not going to complete your task for the day. So my next tip is, actually it's more advice than it is a tip. It's okay if your house looks like it's lived in. Now, I've seen YouTube videos on cleaning where it'll be a full house cleaning motivation or whatever the case may be. I don't watch a lot of those videos. I mean, I watch some of them for research just because that's the type of videos I make. But I mean, realistically, if you want your whole house to be clean every day and you have 5 children at home like we do, it's just not gonna happen, man. You're gonna be banging your head against the wall. We have 5 kids. I can clean the whole kitchen, all the counters, and all that good stuff in the morning, and by late afternoon, man, there's Legos on there, there's toys on there, water bottles, you name it. And actually, my wife is the one who tells me that our house should look like it's lived in. And that's something that I have to keep in the back of my mind all the time, because I have a tendency to want things to look the way it does when I cleaned it, but it's not feasible. So you just got to kind of let that go and do your task as you go along, and keep in mind that it may not be clean, but you'll get to it eventually. The last thing I have for you guys is consistency. Now, this is different for every person. For example, a lot of my tips is tied to my very own habits and my very own consistency. That is why I clean in the mornings, because I know after lunch, I'm either one, gonna wanna do something else, maybe some yard work or something like that, or 2, I may just wanna be lazy and watch Vikings, or whatever the case may be. So know your habits, create your routine off of that, and you won't stress out as much.
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
And the truth is, if you want to change your habits, but be consistent. If you're going to make a routine, stick to it. And the truth is, believe it or not, your kids are watching you. So if they watch you clean all day long and do things for the house, they're going to pick up on that, and that's just something that's going to follow them. If they see you lounging around all day and not doing anything, that's going to stay with them as well. So be consistent. If not for yourself, do it for your children, because they are always watching. All right, party people, that is my knowledge for the week, I think. So don't take this as things you need to follow. Like I said from the beginning, these are my tips that I follow. If you guys can find use for them, awesome. If you can implement them, even more awesome. But find out what works for you and just stick to it. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see some funny cooking and cleaning videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button and check out my channel. Give the video a thumbs up, and I hope you guys all have a great week, and mahalo.